The idea of being still all in this season, honestly, it's challenging. It's tough. This has been a really hard season. And I like to picture it in my head like I went out for a walk and I went to clear my head to just get away, and all of a sudden I looked up and there was a storm that approached, and as I was like, oh, I should probably get home, I turned around and looked and I wasn't even really sure where I was at. And I realized that I was about 5 miles away from home, and I don't know how I even got here. That's how this season feels. I mean, lately I've felt so disconnected. I felt disconnected from God. I felt disconnected from my girls. My girls would ask, do you want to go to Starbucks and get a drink? Hey, Dad, do you want to go for a walk or a bike ride? And lately it's been, hey, Dad, we're going to go to Starbucks. Hey, Dad, we're going to go for a walk. I've just been so busy. I've been trying to do so many things. It's everything is a yes. Yeah, sure, I can do that. Yeah, sure, I'll try that. Yes, 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 yes. But the sad thing is that it seems like lately that it takes me 3 times to get a third of the work done. And I've just found myself just overwhelmed and burdened. And I honestly want to quit. I feel like tapping. It's exhausting. And it's super lonely. Lately, old wounds have come back up, old losses. The loss of Heather, it just seems like it's just piled on, and as I've managed to find myself wandering away, disconnecting, it just seems like there's nothing that can stop this ball from rolling, and I don't see an end anywhere near. The busyness is always going to be there. See, if I'm honest, I don't rest well. And I feel like lately God has just been like, I need you to take a time out. Like a coach calls a timeout on a basketball court when the other team is just running all over the place, and his team's making mistakes and they're not executing the offense. The coach calls a timeout, and that timeout is to recalibrate. That timeout is to remind. That timeout is to refresh what it is that the team is all about. I feel like God is calling me into a timeout right now. Ben, I need you to take a timeout. I need you to rest in me. I need you to rest with me instead of trying to do everything for me, because you're running yourself ragged. Maybe you feel that way too. I don't know. But if you do, as we look to be still all in, I think a lot of us need to take a timeout to remember what God is calling us into, to live the life that He's called us to live, to finish the race the way that He wants us to finish it, to draw near to Him as He draws near to us. I know the race isn't done, that this life isn't over, and I want to live the rest of my life for His glory and my good. I want to lean in, but trying to do more isn't working. In this season, we need to use this time out as an opportunity to pray and obey, to rest in Him, to be refreshed by Him, and to remember why we're doing what we're called to do, to be reminded that God is our source, to be reminded that everything that we're doing is for His glory and our good, to be reminded to be still all in.